start a communications class for men because I think it's the communication that's getting y'all messed up in the dating street. Because it's a little confusing for some of us ladies when we are encountering y'all in the wild. I have this one man I gave my number to, and every day he has asked me, are you at work? Are you at work? Are you at work? And I'm like, either yes or no. First of all, most adults who have a standard regular job work like, I don't know, like 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. I don't need you asking me every day if I'm at work. What you should have done was maybe ask me like, oh, so what?
Yeah, because when you really think about it, right? Why are you asking a woman, is she at work? Which implies that you're trying to link up with her in the middle of the day, and you're also not being direct and decisive as a man, right? Because if a woman is at work during the day, like, why are you texting her, are you at work? When somebody texts you something like that, it gives off the energy of like, you need something like right now. And for a woman you just met, you don't need to be texting her that. Like, the only thing I'll be trying to see is like, hey, when is your schedule free? And just wait to hear from her. But as a man, you don't come with a plan, you don't come direct. A woman's gonna be like wondering what do you want? Like, you know what I'm saying? What are you doing?
Was it maybe ask me like, oh, so like, what's your typical work schedule? And if you're just trying to ask me like, and figure out when I'm available for a date, you should just ask me, hey, like, when are you free? I would love to take you out. And then yesterday I was out.
Hey, what's crazy is with TikTok now, you can see how women articulate things and how they feel about certain things. She gave him the advice on the video, but in real life, a woman won't give you this type of advice. See, a woman is not gonna just come up to you and tell you, oh yeah, just ask me if I'm available. Now, if they're attracted to you and like you, they may assist you. But most of the times, women want you to know how to be a man. They want you to know how to do that already. Hence to why they like a guy who's confident, a guy who's a leader, a guy that goes for what he wants. Because she knows that a guy that goes for what he wants, he's gonna make plans. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna have a direction he's gonna take her towards. This is why you gotta have a bigger picture. When I didn't have purpose in life, it was hard for me to really date, even though you can take the experience, but what I'm saying is I was lost in which direction to go. I was looking for the woman to lead instead of leading myself.
And then yesterday I was out minding my business at the grocery store, and this man walks up to me and he's like, hey, how are you doing? My name is this. Actually, he didn't even tell me his name. He just started talking to me. He's like, oh, so it looks like you eat pretty healthy. Do you like to work out? Yeah, I'm a part of this club, this like running club, like da-da-da, have you heard of it? So I'm thinking he's trying to recruit me for a personal training or like a fitness group or something like that. And I'm just kind of like, okay. And then he's just like going on like, oh, well, like, what do you like to eat? It looks like he's looking in my basket.
This is what I call like a scattered brain type of person. Like, you just see a woman like, yo, oh, you like to eat healthy? I'm part of a run club. You just start talking. And what you got to understand is it comes off like you're socially clueless. Women have good social awareness. They're good at reading the room. So they pick up when you don't kind of feel confident and you just blabbermouthing. That's what you do. You're blabbermouthing with no purpose, you know what I'm saying? Because of how she looks. You know what I'm saying? You blinded by the looks. So as a man, these are things you have to be aware of. Women are not, they're paying attention to everything, what you're saying, your body language, how you're coming off, your posture. They're paying attention to all of that at the same time. The same way, like when I'm in a conversation with anybody, I'm paying attention to the body language. I'm paying attention to what you're saying. I'm paying attention to all of that. I'm peeping game. But to do that, you have to be comfortable within yourself. Because if you're not comfortable within yourself, you ain't gonna be able to do that.
Which, in my opinion, is kind of like an invasion of privacy because, sir, get off my damn basket. He's like, oh yeah, it looks like you like to eat pretty healthy. You always eat like that? Or is it like something new that you're trying? Sir, what do you want? Like, what do you want? He didn't even tell me his name. I had to ask, like, I'm sorry, sir, what did you say your name was again? It was coming across very salesman-y. And it's like,
the thing is, what you will learn about women is women want you to come off as authentic. And I'm not just saying, this is not all about, oh, why we got to do things women want us to do. This is not what I'm saying. In general, people respect authenticity, which is why y'all watch my channel. It's because of the authenticity. I don't sound salesman. See, I don't sound like I'm trying to sell you something. It sounds like I'm just speaking from experience. And that's what women value. It's somebody that knows what they want and can shoot a direct shot. You know what I'm saying? Just, hey, how you doing today? I seen you, you seem pretty interesting. I would love, you know what I'm saying, for us to go get to know each other a little bit. Maybe we can go get some yogurt sometime, or, you know what I'm saying, we can go do this sometime. I'll give you my number and then we can go from there. You leave it at that. But when you're not sure of yourself and you get blinded by the looks, that's when you do the opposite.
I know that y'all be meaning well. I know that y'all mean well. I know that y'all are probably trying your best, but babe, y'all need a little bit more structure. Just a smidge, a little bit.
This is a quick PSA to the brothers. If you have my number and I respond favorably to your text messages and phone calls, you already shot your shot and it went in. If you DM me and I don't gracefully curve you, meaning I'm not hitting you with the prayer hand emoji, I'm hitting you with actual sentences, you shot your shot and it went in. I really don't understand this like timid, unserious, unintentional behavior. You get my number just to say, we should link up sometime.
Yeah, and this happens too. A lot of times, man, you know, a lot of times as men, when we don't have our ish together, maybe like you don't feel like you're valuable enough to mess with a certain woman, or you ain't got your own spot, or whatever it is, whatever flaw you got. A lot of times you really are shooting your shot. And then when a woman actually gives you the time of day, you kind of feel like, man, I wouldn't even know what to do with that, because you really don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? So what you got to understand is a lot of times as men, we self-sabotage ourselves from the rip, because that's what's going on. A lot of men be scared, like, because they know deep down, like, okay, if this woman, she gets to know me, she's gonna eventually leave me, and that's gonna really hurt. So I don't even want to entertain that. But a lot of times these men who are shooting their shots, they got all the confidence to shoot the shot, but when they actually go in, they don't know what to do with it. When she actually gives them the chance, they don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Because they already know they're gonna mess the situation up.
I have to take the lead in every area of my life because I have to. These are modern times. But I don't want to have to take the lead in regards to relationships. I honestly prefer to relinquish control and allow the man to steer the ship and navigate. You feel me? So I'm not planning no dates. Just tell me how I need to be dressed and what time I need to be ready. That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. I know the brothers don't want to come off as creeps and what have you, but if you already got her number, or you already in her DMs and she LOLing and smiley face emojis and laughing and responding.
Women respect directness. They love that shit. So when you are direct and you can state your intentions and you know how to like go for what you want, they respect that. But a lot of times as men, we fear rejection, so we don't go for what we want because we want to mask that and act like, oh nah, I want to come respectful, but really you disrespecting yourself because you're not going for what you want. So then technically you're not putting yourself first. It's all about going for what you want. You got to go for what you want in life, especially with women. You got to go for what you want, because if you're afraid to go for what you want with her, how you gonna protect her when somebody break in the crib? You know what I'm saying? How you gonna protect her when somebody talk crazy to y'all in the streets? You know what I'm saying? You got to get your mental right. You got to know what your bigger picture is. You got to know how you gonna lead this one. Is this the type of woman you want? You got to learn how to vet women, because a lot of times, yeah, let's link up, that shit is kind of immature. You know what I'm saying? That let's link up. No, the woman wants you to make a plan. You should be saying, hey, you cool with meeting at this yogurt spot Saturday at 6 p.m.? That's what you say. That's all you got to do. Know where the date is at and then go from there. Lead the conversation. You got to be able to lead the interaction. A lot of times, men, we're not, and this was me for so many years. I wasn't leading the interaction because I didn't know where I wanted to go in my own life. So I didn't know what type of woman I needed in my life. So like I say on every video, man, we must continue to put ourselves first. All right, guys, that's my video for today, man. I appreciate you guys for coming over to the channel as always. And until the next time, deuces.